Trying to think of a way to get myself warmed up. I could slap myself in the face.
I mean, you could.
Water, sweat would just spray everywhere.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your Loremaster, Jeff, and with me is Anthony.
Hello.
And Trav. What's up, Trav?
Hello, how's everybody?
Pretty good. AJ's off this week, so I'll do a little creative business to get Gail in a different room while we go forward. So I'll do that right now. Or actually, before we start, I'll do a quick recap. Last time, our heroes chased the lumber Hulk from the park into a secure chamber. Oh, actually, I wrote this out. I'll pull up my note. Where did that go? Let's see. There was an explosion. They got missiles stabilized up to dialysis, but then there was this explosion. Something crazy is happening. And Halima reached out on the comm, then her line went dead. The cameras were dark, so the team headed to the motor pool to look for her. They came across her shield unit and a wide streak of blood leading to a hole in the outer door. They prepared to enter, a foreboding feeling forming within. I don't know, actually, if y'all have foreboding feelings, but...
Yeah,
I thought that was a nice sentence.
Well, I do now.
Okay, so we'll get right into it. Let's see. You're kind of crouched in front of this blast doors, and one of them has been ripped open by something. Looks like maybe claws, although robotic or biological, you can't really tell. And the streak of blood from Halima's position goes right through the hole.
That's a bad sign.
What would you like to do?
We gotta go after her.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Gail looks kind of freaked out. She's like, it's dark through there. Was it dark when you drove in?
It was not dark when we drove in. Of course, the power systems were on.
Interesting. What would make the power shut off in this area?
I mean, I'm assuming when they did whatever they did to the generator that took out the base power, that just probably did the same thing here. It's all networked, but it's failing in a bunch of places.
Oh, wait. We should see about sickbay. If it shut down, that machine missile's attached to. And she toodles on her comm unit, and Abby appears holographically, and she looks a little spooked. She's like, the power is failing in this area. What about where you are? The power's out where you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The power's out where we're at.
Oh, shit. Well, there's auxiliary power I can route from security, but there's no telling how long that'll last. In the motor pool, there are heavy lights in a box over by the EV charging station. Do you want us to come there with you?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think you should move missile while they're attached to that dialysis unit. I mean, it's got a battery to run it, but I don't know. You want to move.
Okay, Gail looks, she's like chewing on her nails, and she's like, look, if the power screws up that machine, I should be there just in case. I can heal Missile even if I can't cure whatever that poison is. do you guys mind if I go back?
I mean, if Halima's alive, the healing would be good, but no, I get it.
Oh, shit, you're right. She pulls out her dimensional inventory. It's like if you kind of create a binder out of thin air. She opens that up, and then it like all folds out like a table with all this stuff on it to either side. And she like rummages through some stuff, and she pulls out a medical kit. She's like, "Oh, I stole this when we were on the station. There should be enough stuff in there to stabilize her at least."
Okay, that portable holding thing is cool, first of all.
Oh, isn't
Let's
it?
not ignore that. And thank you. Yeah, medkit come in handy.
She folds everything back up, and she says, "Just stay on the comm. I'll be listening in."
All right. Gail, I got a flashlight, but those heavy lights are probably going to be better.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I can see. I don't know, but
she goes over and opens it up, and yeah, there's some that you strap to your chest on a Velcro thing. There's hard hats with lights, but then there's also big, heavy, what do you call it, like floodlights with a levitating function, so you can just set it to hover. So she gives y'all a couple of those, and she heads back to sickbay.
Cool.
Yeah, are you going through the hole?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
Alecto, can you see without light?
No, I think I need light. I'm trying to find my character sheet, but I don't think you free. I have goggles, right?
Yeah, I think it's just Gillimorians that can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also got goggles that would let me do that, but I can see anyway. So
Okay, cool.
let me slip in ahead, and I'll see if I can see something before the light gets in.
Okay. Be careful.
I'll do that.
All right, you slide through the hole, and pretty much just through the hole, the blood streak disappears. Presumably, whoever took Halima lifted her up and either carried her or put her on something. And yeah, you just see the long tunnel you drove down to get here. It slowly, rises a bit imperceptibly as it travels. And there's an intersection about 100 feet down, and then it continues on. So yeah, I'll show you what all you can see.
Come on through, Alecto.
All right.
All right, Alecto, you see there a bit more blood on the other side of the door, but otherwise it's just this long, dark tunnel that the vehicles go up and down on.
Okay.
So y'all are on foot. You can set those lamps to follow you, or you can carry them. You're not sure how long their hover function will last.
Well, for now, I want my hands free.
Cool. So it'll be hovering around you. You can set it 20 feet apart from you or closer. But yeah, long tunnel. Nothing going on. Looks about as regular and normal as it did when you first got here, Dylan.
The blood trail's gone, but that's probably a good sign.
One would hope.
Mm. All right. We're going to try and get to the corner and carefully scope it out.
Okay, so you get up to where the hallway widens out into a slightly wider chamber.
Yep.
And yeah, this is where you might park to let people off. There's a double doors to the west and a single door to the east that says stairs. And there's a security panel beside it.
Is there any evidence of where our quarry might have taken off to?
Give me an investigation check. So perception +2 if you have investigation sub-skill.
Not me. So
That's based off of what stat?
Light.
Light. I only got a 12.
Okay, that's a easy success. What about you, Dylan?
14.
Same deal. So you tromp around the room, or you look around the room at least, and there's not really a lot of dust. It's a closed area. You can sort of see the faintest tracks where the vehicle came through, but you can't see any obvious sign of the track itself being disrupted or either of these doors having been opened.
I wonder if that panel's got a log of the doors opening. I'm going to try it.
You wave your key card over it and it lights up. But it's like kind of fuzzy, like its power is fluctuating. But it runs kind of an initialization screen at first, which it would do if being powered up for the first time after a long period of disuse. And as best you can figure, nobody's been through this door since, I guess, 2 years ago, just a regular maintenance sweep.
Not this one.
But it does have a camera on the top of the pad, so that it might have recorded something.
Yeah, if it can just show us which way they did go, that's enough.
I'm going to look around for vents or anything, like an air vent or anything that's large enough for the creature or Halina to go through.
Okay. You see a like a maintenance hatch near the floor on the northwest side, and then the ventilation duct on the top right near the ceiling. There's an opening up into it, but neither of them are very large. Halima is probably too big to fit through either of those. They're basically for maintenance drones, so not sized for a person.
Let's try the camera then.
What's your size, Dylan?
I mean, Gilmore size.
But like weight-wise, are you slender? Are you chunky?
Yeah, somewhat more slender.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you could probably get into one of those if you wanted to.
If they went that way, maybe it might get us our way around it. But yeah, I definitely want to check that camera and see if it caught even just a still of which way they were going.
Cool. Yeah, you fire that thing up, and sure enough, there's a passive sensor that turned on when the power first activated as you guys came through. And you scrub through it until the most recent, and sure enough, a vague shape, sort of irregular but tall, skulked from the south through the doors to the west.
Okay, they went this way.
Yeah,
Sweet.
And the doors opened up for them seemingly automatically. They didn't open them with their hands.
Either someone's controlling that door remotely, or they've got just a proximity pass.
An electric eye or something along those lines.
Yeah, something. They didn't have to badge through. That's weird. Yeah, let's definitely follow them.
So you're going to go through the doors?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you go up, and The door is locked.
Frick. All right, I am going to have to go through that shaft, aren't I?
I could try to break the door down.
No. Let me try. Let's try the sneaky approach for as long as we can. I think.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and go through the maintenance shaft to go around to the other side.
Okay, cool. So you pull out your anti-gravity screwdriver or whatever and
Yeah, the multi-tool.
pop the brackets on that thing and drop it down, and then you crawl in. And it's just this kind of hermetically sealed tunnel. It extends about halfway down the next hall and then turns.
Is there an access into the hallway from it that I can find?
Yeah, I just have to draw it here.
No problem.
It's polygon. Here we go. Oh, of course it's light blue. Anyway,
I see it.
There it is.
Okay.
So yeah, you can get to that, or you can follow it.
Well, I want to try and
up.
crawl down to it and then try and, if it's like a vent, if it's like a door, I mean, I'm going to have to quietly try and open it. If it's like a grate or a vent, I want to make sure that nothing's like standing right out there before I try and open it.
Gotcha.
What I want to do is get in this hallway and go back to the door and pop, like if there's a manual release or a badgeless switch on this side I can hit.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, you do the same thing here with the brackets and pop the grate in, and you poke your head through. And let me pull up reveal areas here. And another narrower hallway. It's got a red line about waist level going down to the west, about another extends about 30 feet in either direction, and another pair of double doors over there, but they are partially ajar. If you want to pop back to the double doors, we can get those open easily.
Yeah, kind of quietly maybe.
Yeah, you see they just threw a security bolt, which you can pull up by hand.
All right, I will do that and let Alecto in.
Okay, Alecto, you're in the hallway. You've solved my hallway puzzle.
You're alive.
and thankfully short.
I'll give Dylan a friendly pat on the back with enough force to make him stumble a little.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah, at the end of the hallway, there's two doors. One of them slightly ajar.
All right. Boop, 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 boop.
Are you guys stealthing?
Yeah.
Yep. Try and be quiet.
Give me a stealth roll.
8. That's based off wind. So 8 plus 12 is 20.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 7 for me.
All together?
Oh, yeah.
You stay back there and let me go
Oh,
ahead.
my.
Yeah, really.
Okay. So you're making a bunch of noise, Alecto. You're like, oh, God.
Sorry.
I'm like a cat.
Nothing seems to have spotted you, heard you or anything. You don't hear any noises from inside.
I will poke my head in.
Okay. You poke your head in and you see this is another kind of sterile white room. The red line that's like halfway along the waist level of the hallway, it like drops down and then goes in a path along the ground to the door on the north side. And other than that, it's just a white tile, acoustical tile it's a solid stone above you. And then there's benches and what do you call them? one of those tall cabinets, lockers. And you see one of them is open, and there's a radiation suit in there. And on the inside door of each locker are multiple like radiation cards that you put in your the lapel of the suit to tell you how much rads you've soaked up.
Wow, isn't this ominous? It's like a Resident Evil game up in here. I will, I think we should at least grab badges, if not put on suits. What do you think, Trav?
Yeah, I don't know why there's a radiation suit here, or all this radiation gear, but that's worrying. We're nowhere near a power system. I don't think. Oh boy.
Would you like to consult your colony database?
100%, yeah.
Okay, so as best you can figure, at some point between the ship's landing and machines tunneling out like the big hallways, like the one you just left, between generating towers and the colony, there have been a few mods after that. And apparently this area was flagged for a radiation source. And so at some point between then and now, somebody must have dug in to investigate and set up this safe area. But you don't see any records of like expeditions that came back having achieved this or that goal.
Yeah, that's also concerning, especially if they went in without rad suits and are still in there. We might want to put on the rad protection.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so y'all rummage through the suits. There's not any that are exactly your size.
Of course.
Dylan. I don't think so. Yeah, no. There were no Gilmorians consulted in the construction of this place, which is something you complain about a lot.
Typical.
It's obvious. But you do find something mostly short enough. You have to tie it up with some rubber bands or whatever you can find. And
freaking child size. What the
yeah, so you pop on that helmet and you check each other's connections, and then you go to the door. The door has a security lock, but apparently it's been cracked because the screen by the door just says open. Basically, it doesn't require any interaction. All you got to do is push the button and it should open.
Yeah, if this is a hot zone, Halima's in there without any protection.
Out of that, we're gonna have to move double time. Maybe skip on the stealth.
Yeah, it's not exactly my forte.
Okay, so you're gonna be rushing.
Yep.
You pop through the door, and it's just a long hallway. It ends at another door. Totally silent. I mean, you could imagine some cool music at this point, but other than that, it's dead silent. Okay, you get to another door, another pad. It also says open. Big red button below it. Oh, and you notice there's a info kind of thing on the side you can click on to get more information about what's beyond the door.
I'm concerned that's going to be loud.
Hi, welcome to Radiation Level 5. Built in 1978.
If you've pushed this button, you shouldn't have. You should know where you're at. Jeez. It's nice of the robots to put in when they were digging all this out, to put in an info speaker like this.
So you're gonna leave it alone? Just open the door?
Yeah, I don't think we want to draw attention personally.
Now this door is not
curious.
a front opener. This is a slidey door. I hear you're curious. Is that right?
Yeah, I really want to press that info button, man. But I'll leave it alone.
I mean, technically, Dylan could hack in with a little cable and do it silently through his comm unit. But I like this hemming and hawing. It's fun.
Well, we have to move. I mean, we don't know. Halima's in here like getting cancer or whatever.
All right, push that button.
Push that button. Push that button.
Time to open the door.
Okay. You guys can't decide who to push. Finally,
I'll push.
Dylan pushes it. Oh, Alecto pushes it. The door goes really loud and opens, and the room beyond lights up, and it's some kind of tool room, it looks like. So I imagine they'd leave tools here that they might have used in a radioactive area. So there's like hooks and things. You see a dormant maintenance drone in the corner on a charging plate. And then another door across to the north, just like the one you just came through.
All right.
And there are no vents. There's no maintenance hatches. It's a closed system.
I'll move forward and open the next door, I guess.
Okay. It won't open until you close the one behind it.
Oh, okay. One of those.
Smart. I will close the other door.
Okay, you close the other door. And yeah, it's real loud. It echoes in this space. Oh, and you see there's a terminal near that droid that is lit up and seems to be providing all sorts of information about something. You're not sure what.
I will happily check that out.
Okay, as soon as you touch it, it gives a radiation update. So this room has safe levels of radiation. The hallway to the south has slightly less. It says the area is secure. The area beyond this door is about a moderate, I don't know any of the numbers for radiation, but it's a moderate threat. And then in the site itself, it's a high radiation threat. And then it says in there's one human life sign.
Oh crap!
And it gives you a bunch of like medical data on that person that you can detect via sensors. So like their breathing is shallow, their pulse rate is low.
That's got to be Halima.
Let's go get her.
It fits with somebody who's unconscious, as best you can tell. You're not a medic, but that's what it seems like.
While Alecto is about to open that door, can I just trigger a boot sequence on this drone so it'll start?
Sure. Yeah, you pop that bad boy up, and it's shaped kind of like a hexagon sort of cylinder. It's got ridges. Anyway, it pops up about 3 feet on these 3 little legs, and then they tilt out and it floats up a bit, and a holographic image appears atop it that's like a friendly robot head. It's red and it's smiling, and it says, "Hello, I am your RoboSensor 8205.
Hi.
What is your pleasure today?"
Wound triage in the radiation zone.
Wound triage? I am not programmed for medical assistance.
Can you help with the radiation?
I do have emergency radiation mitigation pills, and it like opens up a little slot and these pills come out.
Thanks very much. I will take those.
Okay.
Can we have it scout ahead, maybe?
You absolutely could. In fact, even as you say it out loud, it says, yes, I am programmed for that function. And its little head spins around holographically, and it smiles.
You go right ahead. You should know there's probably something very dangerous in there.
Is there really? Would you like to see what's in there?
Yes, please.
Okay, its head floats away into a bunch of pixels, and then it shows a infrared kind of sort of grayscale depiction of a natural cavern that's maybe 30 feet by 20 feet, sort of a ovoid shape, and it extends up into the, like, it's very tall, but it kind of narrows, and there's water coming down. It's sort of in the middle of the room, and there's a shallow pool, and there's some kind of, they're not hot, but like they're giving off like a natural glow, like a phosphorescence around the rocks, around the pond. And there is a heat source sort of half in and half out of the water.
Okay. Do we see Halima at all?
Yeah, you're pretty sure that's her, but you don't have, you don't have like, what's the word? Can you use infrared to like get their facial features? Because if so,
probably not. It's thermographic. It's just shapes.
Yeah, but yeah, you're pretty sure of body size and everything. It's her.
Cool. Okay.
Let's go.
Yep. Thank you.
So, are you going to send him on ahead?
Hey,
Yeah.
When we open this door, can you go get the heat source and pull her back in here? That's the wounded person.
I'm not programmed to manipulate more than 12 pounds.
Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Yeah, you first.
I got this.
You first.
So are you going to... You're going to send it on ahead?
Yeah, I'll send the drone on ahead, and I'll follow at a discrete distance, maybe like 20, 30 feet.
Okay, cool.
10 meters, if we're being sci-fi, and everywhere else.
So
in the United States.
the door opens, and it just books. I need an icon for this guy. What do we... I'll give him a mick. Whoa, what's that about? Oh, I'm back onto reveal areas. Hold on. So there he is. Make him tiny. Oh, maybe I can't make him any tinier.
That's fine. We know how big he is.
So anyway, that's him. And then he puts out like a feeler that touches the wall, and an opening appears, just sort of like the earth kind of goes in and to the side, and it's a round hole big enough for him, and he goes into it. Let me draw. As he goes into it, you look down there, and it's a really ragged sort of natural tunnel, and he bolts down it, and then the wall closes up behind him. You notice when he did that, the cards on your suit kind of jumped a half tick. So like there's a bunch of radiation in that tunnel, apparently, more than ambient.
On.
So now you're at another door to the next chamber.
Okay. I'll open that sucker.
Okay. You open it, and it reveals another room smaller than the last one you saw, with a similar heavy-duty door to the west. And the only thing in this room is a stanchion in the middle, with like a sort of I mean, it's just a simple square data pad, but it, instead of being a touch screen, it just has like a keypad with 9 numbers. And when your hand goes near it, the screen portion lights on and just has a question mark.
Ah, it's a passcode. Damn it. Wish we thought to ask that thing what the passcode was.
But you don't think it's related to the door because there's just another keypad by the door, same as the others.
The hell is this one for? What does it connect to? Anything?
It just goes down into the ground.
Oh, this is going to drive me crazy.
Like it's hardwired rather than wireless.
Do I have any idea what this is from reading any of the databases? Or I'll check the database real quick, the colony database.
I mean, there's any number of reasons why you'd have a numeral key, but usually it's for security.
Yeah.
It can't be hacked, right? It's just, a simple number set rather than a sophisticated computer or whatever. So you imagine it's connected to something mechanical. Could be a blast door, could be some kind of fail-safe system. But you imagine it's here because it's the next closest room to the site. So maybe it has to do with securing the area.
How long would it take me to use identification to try and figure out like what the passcode is? Probably a little while, right?
It's hard to hack a thing like this because you don't know how many numbers are required.
Yeah. Damn.
So, I mean, it could be a 4-number code. It could be a 16. You could hit 1 and see if it starts anything.
Yeah, I don't know how many failed attempts we have either. And, time's ticking down. Damn it. This is going to drive me crazy.
How heavy duty is this door?
The door's got a separate keypad, right?
Yeah, it's got its own regular lock. It has an info section and a big red button.
Yeah, this isn't for the door. This is for something else.
Oh, sorry. Out of character, I'd stepped away for a second. So
no problem.
I missed some
No
stuff.
problem.
Yeah, this should be the last door until you get to the site itself, the cavern.
We don't have time for me to fool with this, but I want to fool with this really badly.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Totally.
I'm definitely making a note. I'm doing a real quick note, like if I can capture a screenshot and put it for upload into the database, because somebody's got to find out what's going on here.
Cool. RoboSensor 8205 pops in, and he says, "There is a human in the secure site. There's another creature there that I can't detect on any of my sensors, but I know it's there because there's an empty displaced envelope of radiation. So I know it's there, but I can't see it."
Interesting.
Oh, were you studying the failsafe?
Yeah. What is this thing?
In the event of a radiation emergency, that failsafe will deactivate and fill in this entire section.
Fill in with what?
There are charges above us that will bring the rock structure down, preventing anyone from accessing the area.
Do you know the code?
I do.
Can you tell me the code?
It says I'll need a security override if you're not a part of this project.
I'm a colony member.
Okay, it says scanning. You are not a security department agent or a member of the Radioactive Safety Commission. I'm just coming up
Well,
with names off the top.
I mean,
The
he's got
old
me there.
RSC.
The old RSC.
He's got me there.
If you had security protocols, you could override my lockout.
I mean, I've got these security protocols, and then he will present whatever security keys he's got, and if that's not working, he's going to try and hack the thing real quick while it's not looking.
Yeah, you can hack the droid. That's fine.
Hey, let me show you the security protocols that I've got here. Hold on one sec. Oh man, that almost exploded. So that's including hacking. That's a 22.
That'll do it. Yeah, you surreptitiously get into its architecture, and this thing is so weakly protected. It basically
That's
will,
sad.
in the event of an emergency, the droid will just give it to whoever's handy. So
Wow.
you kind of trick it into going down that path. And yeah, it's a 16-digit number like a credit card.
Crap.
And yeah, it's all numbers. So clearly you just punch that into this thing and the failsafe will activate.
Okay, I'm going to take a note on my visor for that one.
Okay.
So I can
Good
immediately refer to it. Okay, here's my idea. Run in, get Halima, come back out, punch the charge, and get the hell out of here.
All right.
And I'm going to give it something to play with. Whatever that thing is that got her.
8205 says, I believe your syntax is incorrect. If you activate the failsafe, you won't be able to get out of here.
There's no delay?
It wouldn't be much of a failsafe if there was. And you swear it's laughing, but it can't. It's a robot.
You can't manipulate anything over 12 pounds, huh?
That is correct.
These buttons don't weigh 12 pounds.
They definitely do not.
When we tell you, can you do it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, wait for us to tell you.
Okay.
Thank you. Keep waiting. Not yet.
All right. So I imagine now you're going to open that door into the area.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you have to shut the door in here, of course. And then,
Right.
that fucking hydraulic door slides off, revealing a long, natural, rocky tunnel. What am I doing? That's not the one. Reveal.
So, Dylan, if the creature attacks us, you grab Halina, and I will
Oh, I
deal with
can't
the
carry
creature.
her. Are you nuts? Look at the size of her. I can't carry her.
Ah, okay.
I got another idea, though. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right. We can see down the hallway now, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm going to get to about here. And inside that space, like, how do I ping? I know there's a way to ping on this.
By the way, you see Halima sitting in the water straight across from you as you're coming down the hallway.
Is that a rock wall behind her?
Yes. You can see sort of the pond and the water coming down, and then through the water, you see her kind of half in and out of the water, just sort of slumped.
I am going to cast Conjured Ally on the rock wall behind her.
Ooh. And what is this conjured ally? What's it doing?
It's going to be humanoid in shape, and it's going to... Its first thing it's going to try and do is pick her up and bring her over here.
Oh, cool. Okay, so this picker-upper item comes out. Does this thing have... This thing will have corporeal shape.
Yes, it will, and I just rolled the first roll for the spell, and it's a 10 on the die.
Hell yeah.
And the second one is a 6 on the die, so that's 16, 29 total.
29. Perfect. So this big reddish brown creature comes out of the void and scoops
Don't shoot,
her
that thing's
up.
with me.
scoops her up and she's unconscious, so she doesn't resist or anything. But suddenly,
There it is.
roll initiative.
Yeah. Where'd my initiative go?
It's dark in here. And I
I'm
can't
just gonna
see
say
now.
your ally has your same initiative.
That's cool. Oh my god, that's pathetic. Okay, that's a 1 on the die.
Okay, and you can't botch on initiative, so just tell me win
got a
plus
13.
your initiative. A 13 for Alecto.
What is my initiative? Where does initiative come from again?
It's your wind, and then plus 2 if you have combat awareness.
Oh, sorry.
then-
Add my win to that. So 13 plus 12, 25.
25 for Alecto.
In that case, I got a 7.
7 for Dylan. All right. So, Dylan, you're just dumbfounded as this vague, large shape, looks like it's made out of stone, grabs the creature that grabbed Halima and attempts to break its hold.
Okay, that one's not with me.
And so I'm going to say your creature has 12 physical attributes. So roll a d10 and add 12 to it.
All right. So that's a 17.
Okay, so the thing yanks one of your creature's arms off of Halima and then grabs her and drags her away from it. We should give your thing a name because your thing is sort of generic.
Definitely Rocky.
Rocky. Okay. And while it's doing that, Alecto, how would you like to respond?
I'll move into the room
Okay.
and I will do a new move I haven't used before called Skillless Wave, which is like a Hadouken, where I kind of charge up my chi and release it in a concentrated blast with a 3-meter range. So I'll have to be within range.
Okay. So if you step into the pool, you'll be close enough.
Okay. And so it's kinetic damage. And if I hit, so I'll have to roll the hit with it.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, your card is up to yellow now.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Boom.
shit. Got a 10. Roll again.
Boom.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Another 10.
No way.
I'm just going to stop.
What
'cause I
is
hit-
happening?
No, you can't stop now. That's 3 10s in a row.
All right, you
I wish
charge
that
up
was-
this shit. You
I wish
step
it was
down into the
damage.
water, and everything kind of bends towards you. Like the water, like kind of moves in your direction, and then you fully charged up. And what does it look like as you rip this thing away from Halima with your chi power?
It's kind of it's like an invisible sphere that sort of makes the air ripple as it moves through it, and it's kinetic, so there's like a whoosh sound as it flies from my open palms. And it'll make the water kind of like part a little bit as it flies over it. And let's see, how do you roll multiple die? So
Let's see. Advanced dice roller at the bottom of the field there.
oh, I see. So 12 points of damage. Oh, and then the 6. So I roll another 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and you're adding
So-
2 per die, so that's 5 dice altogether. So 16
Mhm.
plus 10, 26. That's a big bite. I'm going to see if it loses its hold on Halima. It does not. So it rocks, but it doesn't drop her. And yeah, let's put you in the water here. Do you want, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. You could move another step somewhere if you wanted to, or you could stay there.
I'll stay here. Using that power takes my entire action. So.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Alrighty. I guess next is the creature. So the creature runs this way, but like keeps its body between you and Halima for some reason. And it's now that you realize that Halima has been put into one of these white radiation suits.
Huh. So it's protecting her?
It's possible, yeah.
Very strange. Hello, creature. Wow. Hi. Gotta be in character.
It doesn't say anything.
All right.
But it runs to the open tunnel. So now, Dylan, you see a grayish, formless shape between you and Alecto, and clutching it to its chest, it has Halima in a radiation suit.
Okay. I am going to try and polymorph it. Because I got the spell, I might as well try and use it.
This ought to be fun.
I'm trying to polymorph it into basically something much smaller. It's like itself, but small.
Okay, I like it. This is going to be very difficult, but
yeah.
Go ahead.
Probably not happening. That's 15.
Oh, if you use one of your action points, you'll get there.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay. Yeah, you put all your wits into it, and the thing falters. And as it changes, you realize that it's just a very, very large human with like scraggly gray hair, and it's not wearing any clothes. It looks like, I don't know, maybe a 70-year-old person. And in lieu of clothes, they've got all this like random gear, like pouches and things, and tools. And it's holding Halima, and as it shrinks, it loses grip, and Halima rolls out of its grasp in front of it.
I am sending Rocky to pick up Halima.
Okay, cool. Rocky barrels through the water around Alecto and will attempt to grab Halima around it and the tunnel. So you rolled super high for that thing, so I'm going to say it adds 15 to its rolls. And it hit a 10. Okay, yeah. It easily swoops up Halima and sort of turns so it's between the thing and the wall. And now it is your turn, Alecto.
I'll scoop up our little man.
Oh, he's not little. He's now maybe like 5.5 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So he's like my height. No, I'm shorter than that. He's still taller than me. I'm like,
he's not towering anymore.
Yeah, I'm like 5'4". I'll walk up and I'll look him in the eye, and say, "Hi, sorry about hitting you earlier. We're trying to save my friend Halima here."
It seems totally bewildered, like it doesn't even know that you're speaking a language or that you're even sentient, like it looks real dazed and confused. Just sort of looks through you. Do you have any obvious tech on you?
Just the goggles, and I have a portable music player and headphones.
Nice. Okay, yeah, it notices the wires to your headphones, and it follows it to your vest pocket or whatever. So it clearly can see you, but it doesn't seem to know that you're trying to talk to it.
Huh. Well, I'll put my hands on my hips and I'll look at it bewildered. I'll look right back at it with a mixture of curiosity and bewilderment. I don't know what to make of this. But I'm standing between it and Halima. So.
Well, actually, yeah, I mean, I guess if you went here.
Yeah.
I should reveal this whole area now. So, yeah, you get over there next to the Rocky, and your card is now red. Just so you know.
Ooh.
We need to go.
Yeah. It's a little bit.
Halima's is red as well. Dylan, yours is still yellow, but it's getting close. So how are you going to handle this? The thing is still standing there in the gap.
I kind of don't want to hurt it because I feel like it was trying to help Halima, but we need to get out of here. Any ideas, Dylan? I mean, I don't know what this red thing on this card means, but it seems like red is bad.
Oh, that means we're dying.
Oh, you got those pills. You could take one of those pills. Although you'd have to take off your helmet first.
Yeah, no, not yet.
No, not yet.
Look, man, I can't cast too much more because I'm going to pass out if I do. But
all right.
Try this. I got one more probably in me before I need to rest because I'm got to be running low on mana by now. I have the Phantasm spell, and I'm going to try and put a phantasm of Halima on the other side of the pool where she started in the first place.
Oh, interesting.
Just laying there.
You're going to try to trick it.
Yup.
Okay, give me a roll.
All right, this is...
You're going to have to botch for this to fail.
Okay. I didn't.
Okay.
In fact, no. I rolled a 9 on the die. There's no way.
Cool. So you dump a new Halima across the thing, and the water splashes, and it casts its eye over there, and then looks over at the one Rocky's holding, and it looks real confused. But then it rushes over there to investigate.
Go, 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 go.
Yep. Go. Run now.
All right. Y'all run. Rocky carries Halima. I guess he could hand it off to you.
No, I'll cover the rear. If Rocky can carry Halima, I'll be the rear guard.
We probably want to leave Rocky in the hallway actually because he is very radioactive.
That is true. Okay, well I'll take Halima.
Let's just leave Rocky in the hallway.
You get into this room. You close the door. Now the other one is able to open, and your little droid is sitting there looking at you.
Okay. How much of this facility is going to go off if you push that code? How far do we have to be safe?
The danger area ends 100 feet south of here and 30 feet to the east, 100 feet west, and another 100 feet north. So apparently it won't even collapse the entire hallway into this area.
Okay, so the next, the room you came from, that's safe? Or the next room?
The next one after that.
Okay. Count, when I say start, count to 60 in seconds, and then do it.
Very well.
Nice knowing you.
Goodbye.
We should go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When the door
Yes.
starts to close behind us, that's when I say, okay, start, and then run.
Okay, cool. And then you open up the one to the south. You run through. You're banging on the keypad to open the next door. I'll just move y'all as a group here.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's moving the entire
That moved
hallway.
me. Whoops. We're taking the whole hallway with us, kids.
So yeah, eventually you're able to get through the next room, and you get to this final room. You're just waiting for it to go. You're like, God, go. And finally it opens. You get through, and there's a little red light going off in the corner of this room here. And you managed to make it to the area with the lockers and the suits and all that stuff. And then you hear this deep rumbling.
Okay.
And the whole area shakes. And,
Okay, this room is safe. Strip off your rad gear.
Got it.
And I'll do that first for Halima and then for myself. And that stuff's all going in a locker because I don't want it contaminating the room.
So you shove that in there's a special area for contaminated gear. You shove it in there and slam the lead hatch or whatever. And you're back to your regular clothes. I imagine you take your rad pills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One for each of us. Hey, do you know how to use a med kit? Because I for sure don't.
Oh, as you strip off Halima's suit, underneath her uniform is really tattered and ripped up, and there's blood everywhere.
Yup.
So yeah, you might need to do some medicine on her.
Oh, I don't know. Something they never taught us at the monastery. It was like that was advanced class when I unfortunately left before they were able to teach us any healing skills.
I'm like looking at the inside of quickly reading the inside of the med kit box. Like, and while he's doing that, it's like, oh, you went to a monastery? That's cool. How do you use these freaking things? Okay, you know what? Slap patch. Let's just start with that thing. Okay. He's going to try and put a slap patch, just like, hopefully it's just strip it and put it on.
Cool. So you're opening up her thing. Once you're able to get one of the pills down her throat, you splash some water. She starts to come around. And then you start looking for where to put the patches. And her wounds, whatever they were, they're covered in blood and pus or whatever, body gore.
Ugh.
But they themselves have apparently formed scar tissue and are closed up.
Okay, look, lady, I know you're tough, but what the hell?
She starts to come around. She looks up at you and she's like, oh, she kind of shakes and then she goes, oh, Dylan?
Yeah. Oh, and this is Alecto. Say hi. Alecto, this is Halima.
Oh, hi. I saw you on the comm.
Yep.
Wow. Why am I naked? She looks down and her whole top of her coveralls are torn open. And she goes, oh my God, that thing ripped me up and grabbed me. I was totally torn open, and then it put me in this pool, and that's the last thing I remember.
Yeah, that pool was heavily radioactive.
What?
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. There's nobody going in there anymore. At all. Ever. It's collapsed now. That whole section past that door is collapsed now.
Collapsed?
Yep.
Okay.
Failsafe charges.
Failsafe? Wait a minute. Yep. And she looks down. She can't see her wrist unit isn't on. And she's like, damn, I had all my security codes.
Yeah, I think that thing was tech addicted. It was covered in it, man.
We should go back to the truck. I can access with my regular that code I used earlier. The one she had to she wrote on a slip of paper that you weren't supposed to see.
I remember.
Okay. She's like, God, I feel sick. You don't think I was too radiated, do you?
I mean, you were in a suit, but you were also, and I mean, your card was red. We just shoved a anti-rad pill down your throat. I don't know. Alecto, are you feeling sick at all?
I don't think so.
What is this crap that is coming out of you now?
Alecto, you look down and you're like, it's then that you realize that you've had a bunch of insect bites and like allergies to vines and things. And so your legs were feeling pretty scratchy and sore. All that is gone now.
Oh no. What if the radiation was good? And we just buried it.
What good radiation? What the hell are you talking about?
I feel great. Like I had bent back a fingernail earlier and had to peel it off, and it's grown back. It's amazing.
So your fingernail hasn't exactly grown back, but the flesh.
But it feels like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this is fast-acting cancer, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah, Halima's like, oh yeah, we probably should quarantine before we go rejoin the colony. Maybe it's a biological thing.
Oh, damn it. Well, we gotta go do a bunch of crap anyway, because someone blew up frickin' Generator 9 or some crap, right?
Blew up the entire generator?
Well, I don't know. It's broken now. They disrupted it. The power's out here, power's out in the facility, power's out for everything that depended on it. Everything downstream of that thing's offline.
Oh,
it's on emergency
God.
now. Yeah, that's why the motor pool went dark.
Oh my God. Well, what are we gonna do? We don't have the tools to repair the power plant.
Well, we gotta go find out what happened, I think. I'll bet you it's probably the ones that sent the drones in the first place.
Oh yeah. The secret controller.
Yeah.
You don't think it was whoever picked me up, do you?
I mean, doubt it. That was that guy. I don't think he was a secret controller of anything. He didn't seem to understand language.
Huh.
Also, he was like 10 feet tall.
It was weird that he did save Halima, put her in a radiation suit, lock the door, the security door behind him, and yet didn't quite comprehend people or languages.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened with that.
I wonder if this is just making stories up, but maybe he'd been in the radiation for far too long. And maybe it somehow mutated him.
Okay, that is the weirdest story, and I love it.
I don't know.
I do not know now if I want to try and excavate this or not. You're killing me here. Ever, like in my life, because that's a lot of rock. Like, you can probably see a crater above us on the surface. That's all I'm saying. That's how much rock I think just came down out there. There's no...
Oh.
Yeah, you're not sure if the rock just filled in the hallways or the entire cavern. You're not sure where the charges were set.
I mean, where would
but
they
you
set
think
the
probably
charges
just the hallways because there was, when you were in there was no sign of excavation of any kind.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'll make a note. We can send an expedition out here one of these days.
Okay.
Warning, either radiation or feels real great.
Okay, she leans over and Ralph's. And I feel a lot better.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I feel like I could eat a horse.
Okay, well, don't. First of all, you want a
We
protein
don't have
bar?
horses on this planet. Don't worry about it.
You want a protein bar? Because that's all I can do for you.
Oh, she takes one look at it and she shrugs it off.
What are you talking about? It's one of the good ones. It's one of the vending machine ones.
From like 20 years ago?
They don't expire. Come on. They've got a shelf life longer than the radiation does.
Oh, fine. She peels it open.
You can't be that hungry if you're turning your nose up at it. That's all I'm saying.
She smells it. She's like, oh, this is the old blueberry.
See?
She like pulls it open. She's like, looks like a pig in shit. She's loving
I
it.
think I stole a bunch of them. I mean, reclaimed a bunch of them.
Yeah, we can't make the blueberry flavor like this anymore, remember? Because the flavor machine broke down. We had to rebuild all the flavors. This is awesome. Are there more of these?
No.
I assume you guys are walking back to the motor pool.
Yes, we are.
Okay. You make it back, and yeah, you're back at the tank, or not a tank, the hallway driving thing, the go-kart.
Geared up golf cart.
Yeah. And she gets her shield unit, slaps that back on, and she's like, that thing came right through my shield.
It was covered in tech. Seriously. Like, it was literally covered in it. No idea why.
That is strange. Do you think somebody built that thing?
It was a person, I think, at one point. Looked kind of like one after I shrunk it.
She's tapped into the go-karts, the golf carts terminal or whatever, and it pulls up its camera feed, and she's like, oh, look, I was standing by the truck. There I am. And then look at this. And you see this like weird shape come in out of the side, sort of a fuzzy chameleon-y like shape.
Yeah.
And then all the power goes out. And then you hear her just screaming bloody murder. And then, that's the end of the tape.
Yeah, that little drone said it had like a cloak or something. Or it couldn't detect it. It couldn't sense it.
Wild.
Weird. Very.
So like an invisible monster. That's amazing. I didn't know there were invisible monsters on this planet.
There's one less now. Probably. I don't know. Maybe it's alive.
Huh.
It's not coming through that hallway, though.
This is wild.
Yeah, it probably is alive as long as it wasn't in the hallway when the charge went off. Huh. Well, hopefully it doesn't have another way here. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well. So, next time we'll have the all reunite with Gale and the others, and maybe find out what's going on with that power generator.
Yep.
I'm going to do a little post-credit sequence here. Camera goes through the tunnels, through various parts of the old ship, down towards the engine room, and this whole the engine in all its glory. It's all powered down, so there's just these faint lines of pink and green around the area. And there's somebody sitting on a desk chair working on some kind of control box that's connected to the engine. And it's just tinkering away, and it's chewing on a protein bar. But just looks like a person in a black and red leather outfit with goggles. And they're tall and slender with really long head and oddly shaped feet like a Zentrite. And yeah, they look up, and then the engine starts and the power starts coming back on, and they smile into the camera. It's a lady, and she looks very pleased with herself. And that's it.
She better not be stealing all the blueberry ones.
Yes. Well, how did you feel about that little encounter?
It's pretty cool.
Mystery. I need to know what the mystery is about.
I liked your trick to distract the creature. Give it another target.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Likes and wishes. Anything stand out for you?
I liked rescuing Halima, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, nothing like a good rescue. And it was very Resident Evil-esque. Like, I didn't know what kind of crazy tentacle monster was going to be around the next corner, or, laser grid or whatever. Something weird. It's a lot of the suspense. I like the suspense.
Cool.
Yeah, I like learning more about the ship mysteries. The lost tech stuff. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's funny. They weren't going to be ships, these generation towers. They were just going to be like machines or whatever. Yeah. But then I was like, if I was colonizing a planet, I'd want to make every inch of space count. So why not make the same ship that carries all the machines like part of the machine?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's a one-way system. It grounds itself. It starts using itself as a creation base. Oh, yeah.
All right. I guess that's it. Wishes for next time? Any sort of event or action, role-playing moment?
More of all this.
Yeah.
Like, we all need to get to know each other a little more.
Yeah.
All right. You can find us on Twitter at SWRPGpod. Send us an email, shatteredworldspod@gmail.com. What else? You can tweet about us, share us with your friends, join our Facebook page, True Heroes of Shattered Worlds RPG. If you'd like to play the game, hit me up there. There's files and so on. And yeah, I think that'll do it for now. Yeah, it's super hot here, so we're going to shut it down. I'm going to go cover myself with ice. Let's see what happens.
It'll be the ice bucket challenge, but for funsies rather than charity. Yeah. Necessity, even.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.